the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tennessee Titans.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And 7.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Alvin Kamara.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
On the carry.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
51 the mic. 51 the mic. Hey, come on now, come on now. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 79.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick slant to Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go, D. Here we go.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. That's his longest run of the 1st quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Running with Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
Alvin Kamara.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll move the chains.
At the 12-yard line. A gain of 5. And the Seahawks 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1.
No score.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
On the counter, here's Kamara. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Kamara. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
18 on the play.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he's got this down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down, Seattle.
Throwing is Hurts. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
This is Carson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Number 49. Touchdown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains. Loosen up.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his running back, Mixon, and he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
24 is the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. 24 is the mic. I got you pumped.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we come upon halftime. 6-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Complete.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, Seahawks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Again, the ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
It's a
really nice gain of 25 yards.
Seattle.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. A minimal gain there on the 8th play. The drive
brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
3rd down.
Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
For the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find these.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And nothing doing here is this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
No gain on the.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Coming to you. Rush in.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Airing one. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans can have the lead if they hit the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
9-9.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
7-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 40-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one to the post.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Or just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Again, it's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A 33-yard attempt.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Lutz puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.